provide some examples of what I'm looking for when you're completing this homework that is due for week 4. When you're doing the problems that ask you to write an equation of the line that passes through 2 points, the first thing I expect to see you do is to use this formula. You do not have to actually write out the formula, but I expect you to use this formula. I want you to remember this is your first x, your first y, your second x, your second y. And then find your slope. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. 7 minus 5 is 2, 6 minus 2 is 4, so my slope is 1/2. Then what you're going to do after that is you're going to use point-slope form. You're going to substitute into that equation some values. First, you're going to substitute the slope that you just found in for m. Then you're going to substitute y1 into y1 and x1 into x1. You're going to substitute those numbers in. Let's go ahead and do that. Y minus 5 equals 1/2 times x minus 2. Then you're going to distribute. Y 5 equals 1/2 times x is 1/2 x. 1/2 times -2 is -1. Add 5 to both sides. So y will equal 1/2 x plus 4. That's the work that I expect you to do for the problems in your homework. So please make sure you do that. Okay, let's look at my next example. My next example that I have is for you to use for 8C on this homework. It asks you to find the trend line. Well, the trend line is also the line of best fit. And to do that, you need to use your graph that you drew of the data, and you need to take a ruler and this isn't the graph of the data that you have, this is just an example, but take a ruler and go through the middle of that data, the line of best fit. It doesn't have to go through any of my blue dots, but the line of best fit would actually go through the middle of the points. It does not have to go through the origin, so it doesn't have to be like this. It literally is going to go through the middle of the points. What I do is try to sketch it the best that I can, and then I actually I sketch it, hold on, then I look and see. I think I'm not doing it very well. I'm going to do there. I kind of lined up this dot and this one. Those are my points I'm going to use. And let's see what we think. So many of these are below. I'm going to try again. I'm not really satisfied with that. And that's what you're supposed to do when you're finding your line of best fit. You want it to fit the data as well as you can. I'll go halfway right there and see how that looks. So I'm lining up halfway here. Is that halfway? Halfway here, and this dot. That's what I'm trying to connect. And those are going to be the points that I use. And I would say that's decent because you've got these 3 points below, you've got a point above, above. I think that's sufficient. So then I'm going to use for 8C, This would be similar to 8C. I'm going to use the ordered pair 0, 50 and 24, 600. And I'm going to do what I just showed you in that last example. I'm going to find the slope, y2 minus y1, divided by x2 minus x1. And that's going to be 550 divided by 24. They're even, so I'm going to divide them by 2. So that is 275, I think, and 12. This is 25 times 11, and 25 nor 11 would be factors of this, so that's as low as I can go. So then I'm going to use this for my slope, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And if you do this, we're all not going to pick the same point. Someone may not have thought to use that and may have went with what I had. As long as your arithmetic is correct with using the two ordered pairs that you choose, and your line looks like it is a decent line of best fit, then your answer will be correct. So remember that. Not everybody's going to have the same answer, and you should not have the same answer as me. Okay, so let me fill in what I have. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Distribute. This times this is 0, and then add 50. And so that's the work I expect to see. Now, what do you do for 8D? Let me show you. Okay, so all of that, drawing my line up here and having this here, all of that is finding my line of best fit. That would be 8C, or like 8C. For 8D, you substitute the value that you're given into the proper place. In this circumstance, my x is the temperature. You may not be able to see that. My x is the temperature, and my y is the sales. So if it says, and here's just an example, find the temperature if the sales are 1,000. Then what you do is take your equation, y equals 275/12 x plus 50. Where am I going to put 1,000? Is 1,000 going to go in for y, or is 1,000 going to go in for x? Well, 1,000 is the sales. The sales is y. So I'm not sure which one you have to substitute in for 8D, but for mine I have to substitute in for y. First I'll subtract 50. I'm going to go up here. I would have 950 equals 275x divided by 12. I'm going to multiply by 12 next to get that out of the way. So 950 times 12 is 11,400. Divide by 275. And I get 41.45. And I'll just round to that. So the temperature would be that's what this means. Temperature would be 41.45 degrees Celsius if the sales are $1,000. And that's called a prediction equation. So that's just the prediction of what could happen. Okay, so I hope that helps you with the problems that you have to do. Hope you have a great day.